We're here in Utica, Illinois. This is Dan. We're at the Ginger Road Brewing Company, which is conveniently located on Church Street. Please explain to me how Ginger Road is on Church Street.
The Ginger Road is named after our family. So me, my wife, and 2 kids have red hair, hence Gingers. And our initials actually spell out road. So my daughter's Ruby, son's Owen, my wife's Amy, and I'm Danny.
Well, that's the coolest story for a brewery name I think we've ever had on the show.
Thanks.
Now, some of the names of your beers are kind of take shots at gingers, and it feels weird as a non-ginger. Like, you guys are allowed to do that, right?
Yeah, so one of our flagship beers is a West Coast IPA that we call Punch a Ginger.
I just saw you explain to somebody the beer's called Punch a Ginger, and you said, Dan, if I'm wrong, correct me. You said, it's okay, Punch a Ginger IPA, our son's a redhead, so we can get away. It's named after our son. I love, too, like the artwork here. He's actually ready to, throw hands.
We have a picture of my son ready to throw hands. You know redheads, they tend to have a little bit of spunk and a little personality, get a little fired up, they might say.
Again, viewers, before you start writing emails, Dan is the one saying all of this. I'm just nodding and tacitly agreeing, but you're allowed to say these things as a redhead.
Yes, and our other flagship beer is a pale ale that we named after our daughter, which is our Freckle Face Pale Ale.
I mean, this Ginger Road here in Utica, this is certainly not the biggest brewery we've ever been to. This is what is known as a nano brewery. Explain that.
We're very small. I don't even know if we're considered a nano because we're that small. Maybe.
You're somehow smaller than a nano.
We're maybe a little bit. We're considered a 1-barrel brewery, so we can make up to 31 gallons of beer at a time, which is good and bad. But the bad when you brew it and you tend to go through it a lot. Since we don't make that much, our beer goes quick. The good is we have probably the freshest beer in town.
How did this get started? Because you've only been open for a couple of months here, right?
Yeah, so we were lucky that our good friends own the building, and it was kind of a joke of, hey, you should rent this garage, because this is just a garage.
We're in a garage.
Yeah, we converted.
Like, we've been to breweries where they have the garage doors that open, but that's like a stylistic choice. This is an honest-to-goodness garage door.
So it's hard to believe this is the one-car garage that we converted. So it was one of those...
One car.
It was one of those
one-car garage
that my friend said, either you do it or quit talking about doing it.
So this is behind a place called, it's Bruce and Ollie's, is that right?
Yeah, Bruce and Ollie's. They do...
What is that?
So they do coffee, ice cream, like a little deli, and they also have cans of beers and stuff to go. So it's a one-stop shop.
So when you're here, you can get some ice cream. I know there's some kids out here in the patio who are having fun with their parents. The parents are having the beer that you make. The kids are having ice cream. That just seems like
it's perfect.
Right?
They have a deli. We have a lot of people that have a walk-up window, so people get food from their deli, ice cream for the kids, and then the parents come out here and enjoy beer. And we also have games for kids.
So you've been talking about doing a brewery for some time. How did you fall in love with craft beer?
Pretty much self-taught, so just did a lot of reading, a lot of trial and error.
You're self-taught in everything.
Yeah, so about 7 years ago, me and my friend did an extract, and I go, this is too easy. I gotta go harder. So my next batch, I went straight to all grain, which is kind of unheard of. And then just trial and error. And like our Punch of Ginger, I've probably been brewing that for 6 years.
So how many different beers do you have on tap right now?
We have 7 and a homemade non-alcoholic root beer.
You know, when you're out here, you're at Utica, you're at Starved Rock, this is a place where people bring their kids, you go hiking all day. So you could have a beer for yourself and a root beer for the kids.
Yep, I got probably the most critique of my root beer by my kids. So that's probably the one that I have to make perfect.
Okay, explain that to me. Like the first time you served your children your root beer.
Yeah, they're like, I think you could do better.
Really? Really? Instantly?
Yeah, instantly.
That's got to be worse than on Untappd when somebody lets you have it. You serve it to your 2 little critics and instantly they're saying...
it's not sweet enough.
Wow. Wow, well, that's good market research.
It is good market research.
When you're making beer at this scale, you said you can be a little bit more experimental.
Yes.
What's some of the weirder stuff that you've been doing?
We did a jalapeno s'more. Not a s'more, a jalapeno and chocolate porter.
How did that go over?
It actually goes really well. It's almost, you get the nice chocolatey sweetness up front and then a little bit of the heat on the back end. Our best seller is our rare blue-eyed ginger.
Rare blue-eyed ginger.
And it's a blueberry lemon wheat beer. We sell usually that's usually sold out every once it goes on tap. It's usually a weekend it's gone.
No kidding.
So it's a very good light summer beer that people that coming from hiking, pretty much they tend to like that one.
I know you're a man of science. You've no doubt read the same articles I've read that suggest that maybe in 100 years' time, there will be no more redheads on planet Earth.
I know. And you would be surprised how many redheads we have.
Right.
I've seen more redheads since we've opened than I've ever seen in my life. It's like we've brought them out of the woodwork.
It's important to build an inclusive space.
It is.
Although I don't know that how welcoming it is when they see that the name of the beer is Punch a Ginger.
We get a lot of people that buy our shirt Punch a Ginger because they have a redhead in the family.
Right. So this is a Christmas gift for my redheaded sister.
Yes, I just had a guy this morning that bought one for his brother-in-law.
Well, that's just excellent marketing.
Yes.
This system that you have back here, can you kind of explain? Because this is...
So it's just a one barrel electric system.
31 gallons, that's it.
31 gallons. We have 5 tanks. We have 3 smaller tanks that we usually do like some research in just to see how it sells, and then we'll scale up to our 1 barrel tanks.
Yep. I mean, this is the brew house.
This is
everything.
We save people.
Brew house, tap room. It's all here in this, again, 1-car garage in Utica.
Yep. We save a lot of money in brewery tours because we're like, here you go. It's a free brewery tour.
I mean, that's the thing. Ordinarily, when we do the show, we take the camera around and we show you the brewery. This is it. This is it, folks. It's Ginger Road Brewing Company in Utica. Dan, keep up the great work.
Thanks.
Do you have a day job that's not making beer?
Yes, I work at the local nuclear plant. So, like procedures and following steps and everything.
And you work in like Sector 7G or?
I'm in the quality inspector.
No, for real, you're not real.
I am.
That's for real?
Yep.
You're Homer Simpson.
Pretty much, yep.
Wow. So you really do his job.
I don't work in the control room. That's
Okay.
where Homer Simpson actually worked.
So he's got a little bit better job than you have is what I'm
yeah,
hearing.
he had a lot better
Homer's
job.
got a little bit more going on.
Yeah.